Hey everybody, just playing another league today. So one minor change I did make, I think I'm off the Wrath of the Skies. The white-white is too hard and it friendly fires too much of our stuff. Last league I lost again against an artifact deck because I needed to hit Wrath for 2 and I ended up blowing my own Lavinia, which cost me the game, among other things. But I just don't dig the white-white cost, and Meltdown is just like a simpler, cleaner answer. So I think I'm off Wrath of the Skies for the time being, and I'm just going to play Meltdown. Otherwise, this list is pretty much the same as it's always been. Arid Mace is still kind of on trial, but I don't know. The difference seems pretty marginal, so I'm just going to stick with it. All right. So, on to our first match. Let's see who we bump into. It's dawning on me this might be like the last league or two before bans come, which would be the 30th. Yeah, so this might be my last set of leagues. I have some thoughts. I'm debating whether or not they're worth putting into a video. Might be kind of fun just to get it off my chest. I've written something, but I don't know. I think I enjoy video more as a format. Yeah, if I decide to do it, I'll do a whole video of it. But I think that this ban list is going to be, this ban update is going to be pretty important because it's going to stick with us for longer, I think. The reason being the next ban is the next scheduled ban, if they follow this 3-month rule, is going to be about 2 weeks before Eternal Weekend. So they're going to be pretty reluctant to change anything then, which means that this next ban list update, this next BNR update is going to essentially determine what the format looks like for 6 months. So if they don't get it right now, then we're all going to be paying for it until the best part of 2026. Scary enough to say. I think I keep this. I probably just ponder. I don't really. Maybe some counter magic would be nice, but otherwise I have my Stoneforge and a Prismatic Ending and some 3-mana walkers, so there's a lot I can ponder into to set up. That would be nice. But Force of Will land would be my, if I could pick the cards in my ponder, those would probably be 2 of them. So what are we doing? Okay, so he keeps his 7. He thought for a while on it. I don't know if I should read too much into that, but maybe his hand's marginal, or maybe he's a combo deck trying to make sure he can like sequence everything correctly. Otherwise, for like mid-range kind of control decks, the hand's just, as long as you have lands and spells, it's not something that gets thrown back. So generally speaking, unless you're doing something against like oops, it's a pretty quick determination about whether you should be mulling or not. Okay, so we're going to stick with this ponder plan, like I said. Here's this ponder. Hey, Force of Will and some lands. Okay, so let's do it like this. Just like I asked for. So next turn, I'm probably just getting plains Stoneforge. And then the next turn, it's Teferi. Okay, Undercity Sewers. Could be literally anything, days. So it still could be anything. Well, I mean, by anything, I mean it's either blue-black tempo or blue-black Reanimator. Just don't know which yet. I'm fine getting a Stoneforge here. If he wants to daze and pick up this Sewers, that's fine. Okay, so if he's going to let that through, I think it's a Cauldron to try and pressure. And if he kills this, then it's either a Teferi or a Narset. Kind of depending on what he wants. So I wonder what he ends up thought seizing. It still might be the Cauldron. So it's the Force of Will. So we're probably looking at... What does that mean? That probably means I'm looking at a Entomb Reanimate deck. So how do I deal with that? I think I have to try and race him on the board. Maybe I was supposed to play Narset and try and dig for another force. I don't know. That seems like it could miss a lot, so I'm just going to clock him here. Because if he does Entomb Reanimate, then he might... He is kind of in the low zone. Okay, so there's not even a Entomb coming. So what are we doing here? He could Brazen Borrower bounce this. Brainstorm again. Okay. So he's probably looking for a daze, if I had to guess. So he's pondering. So next turn, this Cauldron and this Stoneforge are going to combine to put it so that he probably can't reanimate, especially if he's going to Thoughtseize too. So he's going to take the Teferi out. Okay, cool. So with this attack, we essentially take out his ability to reanimate anything, right? So it has to be... So I think I just do Narset now and test him. Atraxa. So it is the Reanimator. So he can't even Atraxa. So he's kind of trying to dig around for an out, but the out that he's gonna have to put together is gonna have to be pretty specific here. It would have to be Entomb into Animate Dead. But that, I don't think that's even possible at this point. Yeah. Okay. So we win match 1. Just off Cauldron pressure. So what do we want to do here? All 4 of these are probably good. Dress down's fine to medium. God, it's been a minute since I played this matchup. I think I put back 2 of these. No, you want some amount of Red Blast, I think. I'll take 2. Just because they're almost definitely a... I just assume at this point that they're going to be... whatchamacallit decks? Tamiyo decks, so keeping Prismatic Ending and Red Blast around are going to be good. Yeah, I roll with this. This is fine. Okay. So what are we doing now? Ponder, Force. Yeah, this is fine. Just like Thoughtseize or something. If he's doing it now. Yeah, Thoughtseize, right. Cameo. Yeah, okay. It's not surprising. Do we do this now? I think we do. If he wants to daze, he can. I won't be that upset with it. Alright, so he lets it go. Darn, I was kind of hoping he would Wasteland. So now we're in this spot where he might Bowmaster, but honestly, I think that's just a risk we have to live with. The alternative is the Entombs. This isn't the worst case scenario. We have outs to this, so I'm not overly sweating this. We took this risk eyes wide, so... Okay, cool. No, these are obviously not going to work for us. Okay, yeah, sure. So we have removal for this, so we'll figure it out eventually. It's not a big deal. I probably have to ponder again next turn, but let's see what we draw here. Just pondering again. I'm just going to crack fetch to thin a bit. Just get an island. Nothing special here. So what does the deck have in store for me? That's a good one. We're just going to play Stoneforge. And we're just going to get Cryptic Coat as something we can put as material we can just put in front of this board state and not die. Okay, so he's forcing this. Down to 2 cards. Okay, I'll play it. I'll play it. It feels like he's going all in on this, but if he's juking into a, if he's gonna be tricky and juke into a, if Entomb and Reanimate are the last 2 cards in his hand, then he got me, I think. Okay, so he might have gotten me there. Okay, did he get me? Show me the bad news. Okay, cool. Oh, they don't have it. Okay. So we're going to have to ponder again. It's not going to matter, though. I'm going to go Island again. I'm going to go Cryptic Coat. So this is going to plug up his board, right? Yeah, and then we're just going to ponder here. Doesn't do anything since he can't hit. Okay. I think I keep it like this. I want it like this. So we're just gonna chill now. We have Narset next, and then we can interact with his graveyard plan. Oh, that's a Stoneforge. I didn't even check. Actually, that's pretty insane. Okay, yeah, you know, we take 3. And then we spend the next 2 mana putting in Cauldra off this cloaked creature. Wow, okay. Things I did not expect to have happen today. I forgot to even, like, check what was under here before I, like, tossed it under the... Okay. So he's, what, 3? Okay, so I can still beat this. So next turn, it's Flip Cauldra. Wow, this is quite a sequence. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, it's for its mana cost. Okay. Interesting. So... Oh, it's for its mana cost. Okay, yeah, so that changes things substantially. So what do I do here? I think I have to go blue, 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 Narset. Swords, okay. So what is this thing? This is a 3/4, so I'm not dead to it. And I can kill it, more or less, right? Okay, so we're gonna be at 1. +1. No, he can give himself 4, and then I'm dead, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So that's how that works. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, so What did I learn? I probably want another red blast if he's going to be doing Kaido shenanigans. Probably just go down one more swords, I think. No, I think I want one more. Maybe cut this counterbalance. I feel like, yeah, okay. So I didn't expect a Kaido out of over the top. It's unfortunate. I think we have to keep this. I do not love this hand though, but it stops the unfair plan. So I guess we have to roll with it. I have 19 more lands, 8 cantrips, so I'm basically 50-50 to draw land or cantrip next turn. So I think we just have to take those odds. Okay. So he leaves the card on top. Terrifying. Come on. One time, dealer. All right. Well, there's our 50-50. We're just going to ponder this. Okay. Spell Pierce is probably pretty good. I already have these two, though, so I don't even know what like Spell Pierce does for me, actually. So we're just going to tuck that and take some lands here. Because the Spell Pierce is good against the combo half, and we already have Surgical and Fairy Macabre. And Fairy Macabre doesn't even like care about counter magic, so we're good in that regard. So I think next turn is probably Teferi. Do I fight over this Teferi? I don't think I do. White, blue, blue. Here's this Teferi. This is more about seeing what he wants to do. Black. Days. Okay, that's fine. No, I do not. No. So he's probably going to Entomb here, right? Yeah, okay. Neat. Okay. So I think I Surgical to try and pull him into this play a bit more. Like, if I can force out another Daze or a Force of Will, I'm pretty happy with that. Here's a Surgical. So I want you to fight over this, right? Yeah, okay. So now that he's done that, I can just go ahead and use the thing that does not use the stack and kill him that way. Yeah. Cool. So now he has 2 cards, and I'm about to drop a Narset on his head. I feel favored. Blue, blue, red. Here's this Narset. We're just going to draw a shit zillion cards. Back to basics. We're going to make the next thing he does the last thing he does. He's going to waste land, presumably. Okay. We're just going to take another Force of Will, I think. And then blue, white, red. Let's do this. No. We're just going to force pitch force. There. So now his options are very limited. I still have Surgical. I have Snap Surgical up still. And he just cast Brainstorm into a Narset. Yeah, okay. So that one was pretty clean, I think. I don't often expect the ninja guy out of blue-black Reanimator, but sometimes he's there as a one-off, so you get got, you get got. Perfectly reasonable hand. 4 lands, Jace. Yeah, I like this. Force of Will. I don't know if Spell Pierce is good enough, but I'll take the Force. And then I'll like snap. Then I'll Stoneforge into a Cryptic Code, I think, next turn. Okay. Oh boy, this again. Okay, so we're on the blue-black treadmill again. Who would have guessed? It's just, is it tempo or is it combo? We will soon find out. So we're just gonna do the classic Stoneforge. So now the question is, what do I get? I feel like I want Cauldron just because the blue-black decks in general have a hard time dealing with it. I don't know if I would force to defend it. Fatal Push. Okay. I think we allow this. That's fine. So ideally, I draw a blue card next turn, and I can force pitch a Jace. So what is this? This screams like Bowmasters to me. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, God, I hit the wrong key. Shit. Okay, that one might have cost me. So we'll see what it cost me. I hit the 2 instead of the 1 on my keyboard. Yikes. So give me a blue card. That's not a blue card. God, I do not want to walk this into a daze, so I'm just going to keep passing here. Not surprising. Okay, cool. I'm just going to plow now, save myself the trouble. Blue card, okay. So there's a blue card. I'm just going to do Jace here. So now the question is, what do I do here? If he has Bowmaster, he's just going to Bowmaster it anyway, so I feel like I have to Brainstorm, because... No, +2ing it still does protect it, so let's just protect it. No, you can keep that one on top. So I'm going to make him draw it. Blue, blue, black, Brazen Borrower. So Brazen Borrower is not lethal. Puts Jace on 4, but 4 is not dead. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I think I Brainstorm. So this Cauldron goes back. So I need blue, white, red. So I'm not going to have enough to kill it fully, unfortunately. So I feel like this is going to get through. Brainstorm here, because I might hit a Swords to Plowshares, and that might let me save this. There we go. Now we're cooking. So I can put one of these back. And I can put this back, and I can put probably this Teferi on top. That seems good. I'm going to plow that. I'm going to Prismatic Ending that. And now we have a Jace on an... We have a Jace and double force up. So let's see where this goes. I feel like this is probably just the tempo deck. Or what is this? Just Kaido? Yeah, no. We're not doing that shit today. Okay, so this feels like the tempo deck, not necessarily the Reanimator deck. Couldn't tell you why. That's just my read on it. I haven't seen anything that excludes either deck one way or the other, but that's just my thought. Let's get an island. It's a fairy. Just bounce nothing. Just draw a card. Take my card and get out of here. Okay, cool. What's this? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So we're just gonna brainstorm again. All right. I can probably put prismatic ending. I can probably put these two away. I don't think I need two prismatic endings. It's a fairy. Okay. Cool. I don't think I want to deal with this. It's more annoying than anything. And then I'll just crack for a mountain and just collect my card again. There's Narset. Here's this Narset. Yeah, so we're just gonna bury him now. Now we're just pulling like so far ahead. We'll take this cryptic. Okay. So he's had enough. So we've seen enough 1-mana critters and that. So if he is the Reanimator variant, I guess the answer is he's got me. Or he tricked me. So I think that's all I do here. Yeah, I just trade out for some red cards, I think. We got pretty deep into that game without me seeing it, so yeah, if he tricked me, he tricked me. That's all there is to it. We're gonna keep this. So we're gonna keep this game pretty much going like we did the last one. Mulligan to 5. Okay, I like those odds. It's gonna suck if he actually hits the combo and he just like combos out on me, but I mean, I guess them's the breaks. Okay, I guess his hand just wouldn't come together for whatever reason, so whatever, we take those. On to the next one. Yeah, to me, him conceding like that is probably an admission that he's the fair deck. The combo deck would probably just mull to a combo and go all in if they did 5. Chris McNasty. Yes, I would. All right. All reasonable cards. We just flooded Strand, and then we have Spell Pierce, Prismatic, and Spell Pierce, Swords to Plowshares up. Covers both combo and the aggro stuff. And then we curve into Stoneforge, so this is a pretty good draw for me. Just do that and see what he wants to do. Okay, so this kind of feels like a Corey Steelcutter deck. So I'm going to keep this Spell Pierce up to just challenge one of those Steel Cutters. Or what I perceived to be a Steel Cutter cast anyway. Oh, no, this is like Show and Tell then. Stock up. I'll bite. I don't think this Spell Pierce is getting much better. The Ancient Tomb makes it pretty bad, and so if I can start testing his combo or whatever his engine is with the Spell Pierce, then I think that's decent in this set. So I'm just going to get a Plains here just to thin out a bit, because my next play is going to be Stoneforge Mystic. And my get is going to definitely be Cauldron complete, this Ancient Tomb is going to end up doing half the work for me. So we've taken out his consistency, and now I think it's time to start screwing down. We'll see how that goes for us. This feels like show and tell, though, and if it is, then this is probably a pretty bad matchup for us. Okay, so oh god, we've drawn all 3 equipment. So I think I just pass here. We're gonna represent something we don't have, and pray he believes us. What is this? 4 at instant speed. Not something I see all that often. Okay. Is he like... Okay. So... Do I plow one of these things? I feel like I want to get a blocker out of the way anyway for this Cauldron, so I think I will. I want him to spend it and then take 9 next turn off Cauldron and Batterskull. Ideally, anyway. So this is not Sneak and Show. So what are we doing over there? 2, 4. Wearing fresh. Fleshraker. Jesus. Deals damage to an opponent. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, so it's like this weird draw a shit zillion cards combo. Okay. So this is pretty bad then. The One Ring. Tor. Okay, so I think he's got... He might not have this one. I'll play it out. I want to see how this works. So I can nuke that Curiosity next turn, and I might have to do that. Okay, I think he's got this one. So, okay. So, red. What's the red for? So we definitely want red blasts. We saw enough free shit that Lavinia is probably a good idea. Consign against their colorless stuff, probably good. Stony Silence. Okay, so, and then maybe a blue blast as well. So what do we want out? Swords to Plowshare seems good. Dress Down doesn't seem very good. Stoneforge, cut a Batterskull. It's a lot of things. Higher CMCs mean this probably isn't very good. You're casting a lot of zeros. You know, I don't think he is, and I don't think Stony Silence is very good either. You know what? I think we lay off these. And then... maybe cut like 2 of these, I think. Okay, I think I can live with this. Because it feels like that blue card is the engine, so if we just nuke that, then we should be okay, I think. So we can definitely do that with this hand. Just gonna play this Prismatic Vista. Okay. Just boots. Not entirely sure what that means here in this context. Just gonna pass. Yeah, so maybe Lavinia was good here, so was Meltdown, unfortunately. Just misread it. Okay, so I think we just Red Blast this. So we cast this one because it's the one of in my deck. And in case he did some like stupid surgical thing, now we can surgical it and only get the one card. It's a pretty minor, oh god. It's a pretty minor edge, but it's an edge nonetheless, so I take whatever I can get with this deck. So if I had to redo this, I think I'd want Meltdown. I'm just not sure like what exactly the rest of his deck does. Land? Okay, so I think we start testing him. I'm gonna get a Jace here. Okay, well, we'll just recast it next turn. What did he pitch? Just a Lorien revealed, okay. Fleshraker. Okay. So you're just going to attack. Alright. So how do I want to handle this now? So I can't do that. So I think I Snapcaster Mage to block, right? I think that's what I do here. Yeah. Then I have Force to protect something. That's fine. I don't care. You can have 0/1. Snapcaster Mage. Is this a Red Blast? It is. So we're just going to Force pitch a Jace here. We'll just hit that Pyroblast. And then we block this. Okay, cool. So now I think we just do Jace. We're just gonna brainstorm here. Yeah, okay, Force of Will, blue card. I can wait on this land for next time. And then I'll let him tell me what the next land should be. I'm not interested in letting him, like, do shit on my turn like this. I probably just end up bouncing this Eldrazi spawn, I think. No, it's not even worth it yet. Yeah, it's not even worth it. Yeah, maybe it is. I have Snap Red Blast for most of his stuff. No. Okay. Yeah, this is fine then. So I have Red Blast and Snap do something, I guess. Don't really know. Pressure's off Jace, though. So now Jace can just be Jace. Alright. Jace just doing Jace things now. Okay. I like these cards. Put that one back. Consigned to Memory is going to be awesome. Going to cover a lot of things. This is more like an artifact stock-up deck with red for Pyroblast, nothing else. Okay, so I probably cut the blue blast next time. So we gotta first win this game, though. Which probably means I need to find a Stoneforge Mystic in a hurry. I think I need to hang on to a red blast here. I'm just gonna get another island here. Fairy. Right now I'm just digging for Stoneforge, because the way I lose this is if I just continue to do nothing. What did he do for 4 last time? Sink into Stupor. Return target spell. Okay, sure. You just want to, like, hand trip me, that's fine. Sure. I mean, artifact, mana isn't his constraint right now, it's everything else. I hope this is a Lorien revealed. Paradoxical outcome. No. That's a Snapcaster Mage Pyroblast. Okay, knowing what I know now. Stony Silence, Lavinia, Meltdown. Okay, I want those 4. What's bad? Probably at least 2 of these. I don't even think Prismatic Ending's that good. Because I'm just going to Master Move with Stony Silence or Meltdown. And then I think the last bad card is... I probably just cut 1 more Plow, right? But I have to be able to beat that. Well, I guess I have to do Force. Yeah, Plow is just embarrassing anyway. Okay, so I think I have to live with this. Yeah, I think Plow is just too bad against a lot of the cards in his deck. So I just have to forego it. Like, unless it's exactly Glaring Fleshraker, Plow is just going to sit in my hand and do nothing. Okay, so this hand could be pretty good. This Brainstorm is going to be required to unlock it. I don't even think I want a Stoneforge on turn 2. I want to, like... Well, it'll depend where this game goes. So he's mulliganing to 6. I always like that. Okay, and he's on a slow start too. Okay, Paradoxical Outcome is good. Or, not Paradoxical. Narset is good against Paradoxical Outcome and a lot of what his deck wants to do. 3, what is this? Just a stock up? What? Oh, he undid it. Okay. Interesting. I did not know you could undo like that. Okay. We're just kind of going back and forth here. Yeah, stock up. Sure. It's not even a... Because you had to spend the Lotus Petal to do it, it's not even advantage, so I don't care. I just do not care about that. So he hasn't seen back to basics yet, so I'm kind of hoping I can ambush him at some point with that. So I think I have to pass with this. There's a lot that could go wrong on this turn. Colorless Fleshraker. I want to cast this Brainstorm here. I don't love any of this, but I think I put these two back, and then I bounce it next turn, maybe? Is that my line? Okay. Sure. Sure. Unless he just has the engine, like, right now. If he does, then I think it's Narset. Try to dig out of it. Grim Monolith. Okay. Cool. Another Glaring Fleshraker. Yikes. Okay. So, this is probably very bad news for me. Now he's stocking up. Okay. So, this is quite bad now. He has 2 Fleshrakers. He's stocking up. So, what does this all mean? He's going to start going to Pound Town for 4. And we kind of have to hope that those missed, I guess? Is that what this is now? Is that what I'm down to? Back to basics probably wins it if I can draw that. Okay. So Lavinia's not terrible. In addition to being a body, she does other useful things. So we're just going to play Lavinia here. Okay, key. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I probably just lose this now, yeah. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have cut that many plows. I don't know. I also blanked a lot on that Brainstorm, so that certainly didn't help matters. So what does he want to do here? What do I want to... What even gets me out of this? He's got 1 card. I'm good for a minute here, right? I can Stoneforge into Cauldra. I guess it depends on what his last card is, too. Like, you kind of have to hope it's a blank. Target players. Yeah, so it's definitely not a blank. Yeah, okay, so I'm probably dead with this activation here. Top 1, bottom 1. Yeah, okay, so pretty sure he's got this one, right? Yeah, okay, so it's like a Glaring Fleshraker combo kind of deal. I don't see how I... Yeah, so how do I even, like, get out of this? Yeah, okay, I'm dead. Alright, cool. Got by a rogue deck. That'll happen. Not upset about it. What would I have done different? I'd have to go back and look at it. I might have wanted to keep a plow or 2, but honestly, a lot of that just came down to not finding the useful hate pieces. So that is what it is, unfortunately. Alright, yes, I would like to play first. Reasonable. Kind of need to draw something eventually, but I'll probably play Island, lead on Spell Pierce, and see what happens. In the dark, this hand is pretty reasonable. Gives me my mana. Oh no, Eldrazi! Okay, this is by far our worst matchup, I think. You know, there might have been an argument to Spell Pierce that Lotus Petal, because you can't cast a 3 CMC. Oh, it's no... Okay, so it's... Okay, this is an odd hybrid. Okay. Interesting. So it's acting like... What is this acting like? It's Eldrazi, but it's acting like Stifle Knot with the Null Drifters. Okay. Yeah, this is just straight up Eldrazi. Okay. So this is one of our worst matchups by far, unfortunately. So it's quite likely this one's a loss. Okay. So the way we win this is to brainstorm into a back to basics right now. Okay, so he didn't even spend anything on it. He's just like putting it in play, right? Okay, well there's the back to basics. So I'm going to do Jace under Cauldra. Well, I may have fallen backwards into my way to actually win this, so I'm definitely going to ride it for all it's worth. I'm just going to plow this sucker, and then for a turn. Yeah, you just put it on 0. Okay. Cool. So now we hit him with back to basics. Okay, there's Force of Will, so we can Force Pitch Spell Pierce. We might win this in spite of ourselves. I'm just not interested in playing against this thing. I have back to basics on his throat. I'm not just gonna, like, let you have mana for nothing. Mountain. Jace. Brainstorm. Okay, so we're just gonna do, like, this. Hey, look, playing Fleshraker again. You know, this is a bad enough matchup that I'm not going to fool around and try and convince him I don't have Stoneforge Mystic. I need to win this one, like, ASAP. I don't think I need this to Fairy. I'm going to fetch Plains. Here's a Ponder. Bang, bang, bang. No, I do not want Shuffle. Red, white. Oopsie. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, yes. Cauldra. Let's rip his head off. Zero, draw 3. Okay, so I can probably put 1 Swords to Plowshares, 1 Ponder back. Go red, white, activate, Cauldra attack. 1 more Stoneforge. I'm just gonna get Batterskull. And then we're gonna threaten to kill him pretty quickly here. Or more quickly, anyway. So I'm not... I think I just assumed this is vanilla Eldrazi. The Null Drifter is the only thing that's kind of throwing me for a loop here. Okay, Ancient Tomb. Cool, so now I can play a 4 CMC. we're just gonna keep blocking. I don't care about this. Six brainstorm. Okay. So we're just gonna put you and you back. 2, 3. I kind of want to find a Force of Will if I can, so we're gonna do red, blue, Snapcaster Mage, and Ponder. I'm just gonna Ponder now. Any order that. Yes. Okay, well, that's kind of not what I wanted, but it was a long shot to find a Force anyway. I had 2 left. So next turn it's lethal. I'm kind of surprised how well this matchup is going so far. This is definitely one of our worst ones. So maybe by some miracle I squeak this one out. Okay, looks like I do. Okay, so what's good here? Really, it's just the Consign to Memories and hold on to your butts. Spell Pierce, I think, and Counterbalance have got to be pretty bad, right? No, Spell Pierce can hit a command. Prismatic Ending has got to be pretty miserable, right? Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take care of something for the round starts. Okay, so let's see what shows up. I feel like I'm just playing with house money on this round, just because this matchup is absolutely just atrocious for us. So getting the first one's a freebie, and this game just really boils down to back to basics, and then you have to hold. Because that's you're not going to outmuscle this deck with the Kozilek's commands and everything. Yeah, so this is fine. It's a little land heavy, but I have removal spell. I have brainstorm to try and dig up something more worthwhile. Okay, well there it is. So the deck is trying to give us this one, so let's see if we can oblige. Okay. I'm gonna put Chalice on 1. So I think I cast Brainstorm in response to this one, just to try and keep the mana moving. Keep the cards a-flowing. Okay. I guess that's that. So next turn it's force something and then play a back to basics. Okay, so he's got a basic wastes, which complicates things more than a little bit. We have to hope this back to basics is good enough, basically. Just gotta keep thinning this deck out. These are atrocious draws. Okay, so there's back to basics. And now we have to hope this holds more or less. We have a lot of good cards we could draw. Unfortunately, the Chalice on 1 is sort of pinning us down here. The good news is he can't do anything either. The bad news is we keep drawing lands. So I would probably crack this again at end step, but I mean, this is about as winnable as this matchup gets with a back to basics on board, so we just need to like convert this. there's no way around it. Okay. So he's going to get the Fleshraker down. We just have to find a way to remove it. That does not cost 1. That costs 1. Oh, he has 2 basic wastes. Okay. I did not expect him to have that many basic wastes. So I need a Planeswalker. I need... There's a lot of shit I can draw here. That would be helpful to me. Unfortunately, pulling all the lands out of my deck is not that. So, okay. Feels like we're just kind of bricking now. Gotta give me something here. It's putting 2 down again. Command. 0, so he's just drawing a card. Okay. That seems fine. So now he has 3 mana again, which is a little bit of a scary number. Okay, well, I might lose this one. Yeah, Chalice on 1's kind of a beating right now. Yeah, once he's at this point, then like the Eldrazi spawn tokens are kind of self-sustaining because he can recast and then just cast another one. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Still a lot of things I could draw. I'll probably take another turn or 2, give it another turn or 2, and then see what happens. Yeah, so I think this might be Coitons for us. Yeah, this is curtains for us. Okay, I'm just gonna concede this. Well, yeah, we weren't getting help for a minute there. Okay, would I change anything? Not really, no. I think the deck is fine the way it is. Yeah, I think we just send it back. It was kind of unfortunate. We had a window where Back to Basics could do something, but it just never transpired. This is fine. Gonna Island, Stoneforge, and all that good stuff. What, Chalice again? Probably. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, so we're just gonna... We're gonna go ahead and say no to that one. Maybe there's a world where I let that go, just because I can force pitch something else, but I don't know. I kind of like the notion of just casting my spells. So maybe at this point So at this point it feels like the way we win this is by just Stoneforging Kaldra and defending it. What is this? Fleshraker. I think I let the Fleshraker in because I'm just trying to grind him out with Cauldron Complete. I think I just pitched this Snapcaster Mage and pose a threat here, or try to look threatening at any rate. Please believe me, I'm threatening. So this damage is going to add up pretty quickly here. We just kind of have to hope that Kozilek's command isn't among one of his last cards. And if it is, then we have to hope that exactly Forcible Blue card is what lies on the top of our deck. Boy. I'm probably not that lucky, huh? Nope, not that lucky. Well, I think I still have to brainstorm here. Maybe I get lucky. Okay, that's fine. Of all the things that could happen, this is fine. So I'm going to put planes under back to basics. Okay, so he's going to make 4 of them. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh god, now what? Okay, yeah, now he's got it. Okay, well, that's Eldrazi. So, it's a bad matchup for a reason. I'm not going to get too hung up on that one. So now we're going to go for infinite and see what we can pull out. Yeah, so there's not much you can do in that case there. Some time sense. Yeah, this is fine. Force of Will, 3 mana walkers. I'm on the draw, so if anything, this hand's a little slow, but again, can't throw it, can't justify throwing it back, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so he mulligans Underground Sea. Okay, another Underground Sea deck. Marvelous. However do they come up with these decks? The creativity involved just boggles the mind sometimes. Okay, so we're just going to play this Flooded Strand, and then we're probably going to crack it to thin out a bit. Thoughtseize. Personal Tutor. Okay, so this is likely Doomsday then. Right? Yeah, Doomsday. Okay, cool. So I'm probably just a turn too slow on this one, unfortunately. Okay, well, Brainstorm is not a terrible draw here. I could conceivably find another Force of Will off it. Okay, so he doesn't do anything. I guess that means I try to jam this to Fairy. White, blue, blue. If he wants a daze, he can. That's fine. No, I will not pay for the daze. If he had Thoughtseize, he would have done it by now. So he has Doomsday, 4 unknowns in hand. Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual, okay. So we're going to cast Pitching to Fairy, I think. Because Narset might be something that can plug him up a bit. Okay. So he just has it. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so... how do we do this now? I have to try and put together a win in like 4 turns. Seems unlikely, but not impossible. Depending on what his last card in hand is. Okay, so what am I looking at? Tamiyo's, Doomsday's, Edge. I don't even see any green sources, so we don't have to worry about Veils for the most part, it looks like. Okay, so... I'm going to cast Narset here. So we're going to slow him down. Jace is probably not good enough here, unfortunately. So how do I want to do this? So we're going to have to try and, like, mess up his order. So we're going to do something like blue, blue, white, white, Jace. So what can I do with this here? I think I do want to use it. Just get a free cycle out. Okay, so now what? I think I plus 2 again. So now what's on top here? Yes, I'll use the ability. So let's ponder. Okay, so that's a good card. Dress down could definitely win me a game here. No. I am going to back to... No, I don't. Don't back to basics here. Okay, I think I just pass. I forgot I had this dress down available. So he pays 2 to cycle. Okay. Cavern of Souls. And I know one of the cards is freaking that green cycler. So this dress down should be good enough. Okay, so Doomsday. Okay. So how do I want to handle Doomsday? These consigns are obviously great. I love Lavinia versus these combo decks. Red Blast, I'm iffy about, but I'll be happy to make room if I have any. So this Batter Skull is probably not good. Neither is a Stoneforge Mystic. I can't imagine these are very good. The only thing... I've probably cut 2 plows, and the only thing going through my head is that sometimes there is a juke onto a fair plan, so I have to depend on my Stoneforge just to take care of that. But otherwise, I think I'm good with this. I actually forgot I had that dress down as an option. So that's my other game that I play a lot. So I had a Dark Tide. I think I keep this, but I'm not particularly happy about it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I forgot he also had Tamios, so it's probably good that I kept those in. I think we just plow this. See where it goes. If he wants a daze, he can. Okay, cool. No. Okay, so we're going to put him behind on mana here. And then we can Stoneforge into Cauldra. Is he going to Dark Rip? Wait, he just drew? Oh, wow, okay. That's an interesting way to do things. Okay. I would not have done that, but sure, I guess. If I draw a blue source, I'm... Okay, so he's going to flip. So now it's a race to Stoneforge Cauldra, I think. Sure. So let's see how much he wants to go in on this. If he's going to lean all the way in. Yes. Here's this Cauldra. You're going to render that hopefully fairly inert. I can't imagine he has much more material to combo with. Considering, I don't know, I think that was kind of a questionable turn to like Dark Writ and try and find... Oh, because he hasn't seen Stoneforge Mystic before, has he? Yeah. So he might be going for a Thoughtseize. No, okay. Sure. Okay. So I think we just attack it. Tameo. Okay, so he doesn't... I don't know if he realizes it has Trample or not. Okay, but it does. It's gonna whack him down. So I don't understand the wisdom behind that block. So... Okay, so he just wants like another activation out of it. And that's his way of pulling value, I guess. Okay, sure. I'm probably brainstorming at the end of this turn to try and set up a counterbalance. I think I just brainstorm anyway. One of his last cards is Daze, so be it, I guess. Okay. So we're gonna put back one Jace and put the Consign on top. And let him tell me what he wants to do here. I wonder what he takes, because this Prismatic Vista is actually pretty strained between the Red Blast and the Counterbalance. I just don't know if he realizes that, so he takes the Spell Pierce. Okay. So I'm going to keep both my pieces of interaction up. So he put a lot of investment into that. So I'm just trying to make it not worth his time. So I have Red Blast, I have Consign, so I think I'm okay here. I think I left something on top. Yeah, it's not something I wanted, so I'm going to get Mountain here. We're just going to acknowledge this Red Blast in our hand being probably decent. We're just going to make him, like, do something. Because he's going to... We're putting him in a position where now he has to... He both has to combo and go off in the same turn, which is not exceedingly likely, in my opinion. Okay, so he's going to go off. We're going to say that's fine. Because he's going to have to come up with a lot of mana to cast. Okay. These two planes are really screwing with my mana base. I fetched this mountain. That didn't help matters, but not drawing these two planes is not great. I could really use another blue source here. So he's probably going to Veil, and then we have to hope this Consign is good enough, right? So all we can do is hope that this Stoneforge and this Cauldra are going to make his pile bad enough that he's going to have to rush it, and that this Consign is going to punish him for that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 Thoughtseize. So I feel like he's not going to be able to disrupt our mana. Yeah, so he can't build a pile that beats us. Okay, cool. So that was that league. Pretty good league. Lost to one off tempo, one off metagame deck, and then lost to the Eldrazi deck, which we're supposed to lose to, but I made a game of it. Anyway, that was fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Take care.